We all know Donald Trump says things that are outrageous, oftentimes because somebody said it to him before and then he goes out and repeats it. It's how we know that COVID came from a lab in China. What is it about this issue of Kamala Harris's race that he is hearing or people are telling him is something to pull on as a thread?
First of all, I do think that there is some confusion, and it's warranted because she has indeed identified as Indian American, as Black, African American, as biracial, all of the things. Listen, coming from a very proud biracial woman who refuses to choose a side despite what the left has told me for many, many years, basically my whole life, I understand the sensitivity to it. It's just I have never said I'm Black, I'm white, because I happen to be all of it. The Associated Press is the one that put out there, and other media, media platforms, journalists, several different publications put out there Indian American, and then Black, African American, biracial. So it's not like it's just the conservatives, the Republican Party that put this out there. She has done it herself. That said, I don't care where she's from, which God she worships. If she's green, blue, I don't care. I care strictly about policies. To me, her policies are terrible. So let's focus on that. Unfortunately, George Stephanopoulos doesn't want to, and I think it's actually smart move by him and many others in the mainstream media to deflect away from her policies because they're so bad, proven bad. So let's focus on the apparent Republican obsession with this race thing. But it is taking away because at the end of the day, most Americans don't care. It is about your policies. And I just wish that we could get away from that and that Donald Trump would get away from that as well. Or better than that, you can win based on crushing her for what she has and has not done. I wish people would just let go of it.
Well, the person who would have to let go with it in the beginning, right, is Donald Trump, because that's where it's coming from in his campaign. What is the divide now? Or I shouldn't say the divide. What is the issue that we're seeing where Donald Trump was doing so well with African American men, and he was doing especially well when he was running against Joe Biden on ding 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 the issues? Black women have always been much more skeptical, and now there seems to be a movement to try and use black women almost to then twist the arm, shall we say, of the men in their lives back to Kamala Harris's camp.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I want to be careful of is when we say the black vote. Granted, for Barack Obama, 97% of blacks voted for him, and those are facts and those are numbers. But I do want to caution because, and it's happened every single election, what's the black vote? We're not monolithic. Like, just because of the color of our skin doesn't mean that we think the same, vote the same, marry the same, act the same, believe the same. And I get frustrated with that. And trust me, it's everybody. It's everybody. So sometimes I hesitate to speak for the black community because it's not that easy. That said, the poll numbers, the exit polls, et cetera, do speak, and you have to pay attention to it a little bit. I don't know that, black women are saying to their men, you can't do that. Maybe they are. At the end of the day, I think it actually comes down to never Trumpers, and they can be black, white, Asian, Indian, you name it. And people were leaning towards Trump because you saw Biden and you were scared because it is obvious he cannot lead this country. He is unable to physically and mentally, and that actually from a human level to me is heartbreaking to watch a human being go through that. Again, shame on his wife and all of his people who have allowed it, but that's a story for another day. That's when we need to have wine. That said, like, to me, this is just, oh my gosh, we don't have to vote for Donald Trump because there's Kamala now. What blows me away, whether, again, we're talking about blacks, whites voting, is the fact that, wait, look at the policies. And this is a couple of months ago. She was in the basement. They completely buried her until they realized, whoa, debate, June 27th. We have a problem with Joe Biden. Everybody somehow just forgets that her policies are the same as Joe Biden's, if not more radical. So I just need people to slow down, take a deep breath, get that glass of wine, whatever it takes. Let's use our brains. Let's use our words and not vote with emotion. Facts over feelings. Why is this so difficult regardless of our race?
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.